everyone!
Hey! From a very humid New York. Yeah, my hair is perfect tonight.
No judgment. But today we decided to go and answer your questions. We were so grateful for your comments, for your questions, for all your input. We're going to address most of the most frequent questions that were asked.
Yeah. It's been really overwhelming.
It was.
To look at everything, and it's amazing. Thank you so much for all the comments. As we said last time, the comments keep rolling in, the positive, the not so positive, and we are breaking the #1 rule of being on a reality show, and we read the comments. So because of that, you guys got to ask us questions, and you're gonna get shout outs momentarily. So do you want to start it off right away?
So the first one's gonna be Starfish Ray, and he said, "You two are awesome. Will you share the story of the audition process before you got to perform for the judges?"
Okay, I'll take this one. This has been a long time. We sent in a video submission 10 months ago. So like September of 2019.
Yes.
That's when we sent it in. Then we were chosen for a live audition, and then it actually went through another 3 or 4 rounds of approvals from the production before we actually made it on the AGT stage. And this was the same song that you guys heard. It was just, we shot it and we sent it to them and they liked it. So, and it's been crazy, but yes, it's been long.
It's a long process, yes.
Guys. So they're not kidding when they're saying submissions are open now. Submissions are open now for season 16.
Especially this season was definitely weird. And I think kind of things change every time, but never mind.
Mr. Grimm said, "It was so cringe to look at. They even pretended having a big crowd in front of them."
Well, listen, you have to understand, it's still TV, right? But we are performers. We are used to perform in front of a live audience. And this particular song that you guys heard, Libiamo, is a song that it's an aria, but it's not really an aria, it's a duet. But we performed it in all of our live shows. It's part of our part of our repertoire, and this particular song got the most reaction in every stage we've been. I'm talking about any demographic, people just went crazy, clapping, enjoying. And when is the last time you did it for an opera song? So this is the song that we knew and feel very confident to go on the AGT stage. It was meant to be in front of a live audience, and we decided no matter what it would be, listen, it was a very interesting situation where, Hollywood was shutting down, where there's no audience. People didn't know how things gonna look like when they actually gonna put it on TV. So we decided no matter what, we're gonna act as if there's a full audience, and that's what we did. We're not regretting it.
We were trying to get to the next round and hopefully get an audience there.
Right.
Corona had other, with Corona having her plans, his, theirs, its plans, everything was just thrown into a whole other realm. But it was definitely interesting to perform and try to hype up a 3,000 person empty auditorium. So that's an experience we can tell our grandchildren about.
It was, and it was awesome. Even like the sound check to see the other contestants were they're looking and they're having fun, and the productions are the team are so awesome, and they were trying to make it as live for us as possible. So that was what behind it. And again, it's okay to not disagree. It's not for everybody, but we're proud of it. We really are. So the next one is coming from
Mr. Marble.
Mr. Marble. So, how did you feel about getting the buzzer from Simon? I saw a shock on your faces when Simon hit the buzzer.
Interesting that you say that, Mr. Marble. Because
Mr. Marlboro.
I actually think that moment when Simon buzzed us was one of my proudest moments of that audition. Because I had 3 thoughts that went in my mind in a quick succession when that happened. The first one was, we got an X.
It's just the reality of it. Okay.
The second one was, because this was just when we turned to each other.
Right.
The second one was, man, Natalia is rocking. She didn't flinch. This is awesome. And then the third one was, this is what we do. We are professionals and we are going to finish a show no matter what.
Right.
And I'm telling you, if there's anything I learned in our experience on that audition day, which was crazy too, but in that audition specifically, is how professional we are and how proud I am of what we are able to do together, even in the craziest situations.
I have to tell you, people don't know, we've been through 11 hours of waiting in a very interesting, it's not a regular audition day. It was completely crazy with
Twilight
everything
Zone.
that is, exactly. Things were like shutting down around us. Already the whole coronavirus thing and people being scared. And we really, truly believe in what we do so much that almost the result, it doesn't matter. Because when I heard the buzz, as Gilad said, the first thing went to my mind, okay, it's an X. But I said, oh, but listen, Howie and
Sophia are still there, right?
So I was like, I'm gonna make the show for them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And again, seeing your face, that moment, and how you're so in, gave me so much that boost. And it's so important. I'm telling you, as a performer, there's nothing like a good colleague, and not talking just vocally and professionally, just somebody that you feel that is there for you. And you're not alone that stage. And thank you. I needed that look. So
You're awesome.
Just
really,
you know.
really. I'm not just saying it. One of my proudest moments.
awesome.
Foxybot says,
Love those
Foxybot.
names.
I think they could have maybe found a ballad to do. I think they have good voices, just maybe working song for Simon. An opera ballad or Broadway theater song that is a ballad would have been good. What do you have to say
Okay.
about that?
Well, as I mentioned, and Gilad mentioned, we've been through a 10-month process of, around 5 rounds of approval. And we got to the show with this specific song. We do all those songs, like Time to Say Goodbye, all the crossover classical songs, and with a twist. And if you know our repertoire, you don't know, we do different kinds of combinations that doesn't click at first, but when you hear it, it really truly makes sense. And again, the reactions of people when they hear this song is just mind-blowing. It's just the reality of it. And when we saw the reactions and people are telling us, wow, we loved it so much, this is the song we feel so comfortable bringing to AGT. And
I just want to say that also we had other contestants in the hall when we did our sound check.
Yeah.
And they independently came up to us after in the holding space and were saying, you're amazing, you're totally gonna go through, we love what you're doing and all this. So it is something that really works when you see it, when you're there for, with an audience, which again, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's, what does Voce Nova mean?
Fresh voice.
So what, are we
Fresh
gonna
voice.
come in with another Sarah Brightman and Andrea Bocelli?
Again, and it's not bad. It's not
bad. It's just about something different.
You can't compare us to
Right.
Bocelli, to Sarah. It's everybody, every artist is good on its own,
Right.
and the comparison game is not something we want to do because we want to bring something completely different.
Right.
And it's what I don't want to spill it out, but there's so much more to us than what you saw that I can't even tell you. Like the rock aspect, the pop aspect, the ballads aspect. We're all about soul. We're all about music at its finest in any genre you can think of, and combining it in a very seamless way and make it different. So
go on our website, vocenova.com, and see some samples.
And see
we have some samples there.
Correct.
We have some audio samples you can
Right.
hear. We have some video samples you can check
Right.
out, just to see what else we do. You'd be surprised. I think that you'll see why A Fresh Voice
Right.
is the name that we chose
But
for
those
this duo.
1 minute and a half, it's not a complete representation of what we are. It's just like 1/10 of what we do. So speaking of Libiamo, which we talk all the time, but,
Yeah.
but specifically in the end,
Yes.
some people found that the way you ended it, instead of just hitting the high note, you did a little melisma, what we know,
Yeah, and little turns.
it's
Yes.
a little turns,
Yes.
and what we call in, I believe in Hebrew, it's called mawal.
Mawal. It's an
Mawal.
Arabic, so what it is, and I've had people who wrote, oh, he was off pitch, he was wobbling at the end. No. What it is
It was a choice.
What it is an artistic choice. What it is in Arabic it's called mawal. It is, I would compare it to embellishments and ornaments in Baroque music, actually. So it's little turns that go right around the note that you're singing. So if the classic way of singing it is then what I did was actually with a little turn. So so just a little, not warbling,
Yeah.
not wobbling,
Yeah.
not off pitch. Actually, an artistic choice. So and guys, take some time. Like if you like that kind of stuff, go look up. There is some unbelievable Arab music out there. Like, I mean, just off the top of my head, some Kulthum. Just look for her and you will lose it. She was an unbelievable artist and singer.
Again, that was not a traditional way of singing. It's not just the bel canto and just singing out. We're breaking the rules, guys.
Yeah,
That's
we know
what
the
do.
rules, and that's why we can break them.
Exactly, and that's the whole fun of it. So again, it's a choice. Some people like it, some people don't, and that's totally fine. Okay.
So Tawny already got her answer. Tawny Goralnik.
I hope
so. So the song that we sang was the Brindisi from La Traviata, also known as
the drinking
song. Libiamo, let's drink. And if we had an audience, we would probably be able to do a little bit more with that, play with that a little bit. But Corona, muchas gracias. And David Steiner said, I thought you were great, actually. Too good for not having a live audience. See, this has been repeating, and I really appreciate hearing that.
I really do.
When people have been writing, really the lack of audience did him in. I want to buy tickets for this show, I mean, it's amazing. It really warms the heart, and we would love to be able to see all of you in a show in the future.
The good news that this is not the end. This is just the beginning, and we can't wait to meet you all in person and to sing for you the full capacity of what we do wherever you are, because we got some amazing feedback from Poland, from
Nepal. Fans in Nepal. If you asked me 2 weeks ago if Voce Nova was gonna have fans in Nepal, I would say maybe, but that's not the first country that would be on my list.
Right.
But that was amazing. That was a very, very special moment for me.
Really touched us,
as well as, again, like all these little comments. The last one that I'm just gonna give a shout out to is Lizette Correas, who asked, how was it like the whole experience backstage in AGT. Who's your favorite judge?
Oh.
So we actually didn't get to meet the judges.
No, we didn't.
We just got to speak with them very nicely on that stage.
Right.
But that was the only time. But I can tell you that the experience was insane, as you said. We have been connecting and like reconnecting with all of our audition buddies.
Yes.
We had a live with Brandon Leak the other day, who is such a sweetheart.
Amazing.
We are going to be going live on Instagram probably this week sometime.
Thursday, yeah.
With Wesley Williams, the One Wheel Wonder. Who is also, I don't know if you've been checking him out, but his lives are hilarious. I saw his live with Brett Loudermilk today. They were hilarious.
I love
it. So, you know, it's been really amazing. And Alex Hooper, who I mentioned last time, was a burner. And like, you know, we love that.
That's honestly the favorite part for us is the people. That's what we love, what we do so much, is because we love to communicate and expressing ourselves. But honestly, you know, it can be very, very tense because obviously we're all competing, quote unquote, we're all being auditioned, and we kind of look at it as it's not a competition. We're all into it, and let's just have fun. And
I mean, guys,
it's very inspiring also, like to really talk to these people and hear their stories.
I mean, I was just gonna say,
for
Sheldon,
sitting for 11 hours, think about it, and waiting. That's a long time to be on your costumes and your hair and your makeup, and you know, in the coronavirus. Like, think about when it just hit and it just started. How scary was that? And it's overwhelming, and it's so important to have good people around you. Surround yourself with people that, you know, they understand, because we all understand each other, and we support one another, we talk with one another, we kind of distract ourselves from all that craziness. And honestly, I think it's so amazing.
And we had amazing conversations. You know, I mean, we had a wonderful conversation with Sheldon, who is just a sweetheart.
It is.
And you know what? I will tell you guys one backstage moment that you don't know about. I'm gonna tell you two actually. One is that after the whole judging happened, Cameron Ross's boyfriend,
Leo,
came up to my wife Lisa, who is also our co-producer, who was back there,
she was our lifesaver.
You know, she was a lifesaver all day.
Wow.
You know, like from keeping us sane to doing like Starbucks coffee runs and having to go to like 3 different places because it was, you know, they were closing down because of COVID. Like, it's crazy. But she was back there like watching the monitors, just, you know, kind of doing her producery thing. And when it was done and, you know, we were rejected, Cameron's boyfriend came up to her and gave her a huge hug. And she still talks about it and how special that was. It was. For the two spouses, like, because only someone who's there like that, like, knows even how she felt.
I remember his look. I came out of, I have to say, I was bawling. I was crying. I was completely devastated. It was just a mix of everything and that anticipation. And get that, something that we truly, you know.
I mean, we were hoping not to get.
We're hoping not to get, let's be honest. I mean,
we came there to do well and to advance.
And it was completely something we didn't expect it. And, but that's the beauty of it. But honestly, looking back, it's the greatest thing that ever happened to us, because in the end of the day, it's all about you guys, and to be able to connect with you and be able to touch people from Nepal or whatever. This is just mind-blowing, and this is what we went to this stage. No matter what the result is. And
you said you were looking at the eye in the eyes.
So
you saw him,
and I saw him, and it's just I saw how much he understands me. He truly felt for me. And I wasn't there. I was looking for a wall to just like lean and cry on. Very like, and Gilad was like my savior, because I was he was like my rock, because I was just like, you know, not in my control.
So the other moment I will share about, the other moment I was going to share about, which really connects to this, is that before we went on, we had a moment
Yeah.
of like connecting
Yeah.
and looking each other in the eye and saying, we are ready for this. We are going to go out there and show them what we do.
Yeah. No matter what.
And nothing makes me prouder than having been able to show exactly that.
Yeah.
And being able to go out there and say, like I said in the interview, this is VOCE NOVA. This is who we are.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, that's okay.
Absolutely.
Because we know who we are, what we do.
Yeah.
And the fact is that you guys are enjoying it and are commenting and are loving what we've done and are sending us amazing reactions and amazing comments that, like you said, it makes it all worth it. This
really
is what we are here for.
We love you. We truly love you.
Thank you so much.
And again, not hopefully, I know and I have a feeling the best is yet to come.
Yep.
But we're truly grateful for every comment, for every like, for every view, for every message you send us, for every call. Everything is just keeps us going, and you know, we are still working in our day jobs. We're still hustling. We're still doing, you know, everything we can to make this happen. And there's a lot of things behind the scenes you guys don't see.
Yeah.
But really what drives us is this passion that we have for what we do, and we believe so much in what we do and your support. So we're doing this for you guys. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And if you have any suggestions
Yeah.
of any song you think we can do and you think we can do it, put it down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
I mean, we do.
You're gonna be
our,
a co-producer.
Yes, and we do our covers on our Facebook page.
Yeah, just
VOCE NOVA
quarantine
music.
kind of cover,
So yeah, we
just for
started in
fun.
quarantine, but then it's like, you know what? We've been enjoying it, and you know, every song that we do might become a song that we end up doing in our shows. So that's always fun,
Yeah.
and getting your suggestions could be really cool. So
Exactly.
maybe if something strikes us, to be like, hey, that's a great suggestion. Let's
Exactly.
do that and give that person a shout out. Because that's what we're all
100%.
about.
Awesome, guys. So with that, we're gonna leave you. Thank you so much. If you like this video, hit the like, hit the
Subscribe.
and we'll see you in our next video.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.